Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol. Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm your host. Here's the thing. Scent anchors are tiny, trainable tools you can use in under a minute to change your mood or sharpen memory. And today we're going to prove it with 3 everyday smells and a quick experiment you can do right now. Keep a cedar item, a citrus peel or tissue, and a sprig of rosemary nearby if you can. If not, just imagine the smells and try the moves.
Let's take a look. That claim is bold. I like it. Quick safety note up front. If anyone has scent sensitivities or strong allergies, skip the sniff test and use a visual or tactile anchor instead. Also, many communities have long traditions around these scents. We'll point to respectful sourcing as we go.
I'm Tamara. I like sniffing the world for patterns. Sam brings the ritual and historical lens, and Eric keeps us honest. We're keeping this short and very try-it-now practical. Ready?
Ready. Let's start with cedar. Warm wood, a little smoky, a very grounding smell. Sam, you've worked with grounding practices. What's cedar doing when someone smells it?
Cedar's often used to mark a steady, sacred spot. It's less about magic and more about the brain getting a reliable cue.
Right. That signal idea makes sense.
For a 1-minute practice, hold a cedar sachet or a wooden bead. Close your eyes if you can. Inhale slowly for 4, exhale for 6, and name one solid thing. Feet on the floor, the chair under you. Repeat that cycle for 60 seconds. It lands you in the body.
I swear it works. Standing in line. I learned it on a windy hike. Practical tip, a tiny cloth sachet or a wooden key fob is great for pockets. No spills, no fuss.
Nice. Next up, citrus, lemon, or sweet orange. Bright snap-to-it energy. Hold it near your nose and you almost feel your brain pivot. Tamara, how do you use citrus as a quick focus cue?
Simple. Before you begin a task, take a tiny spritz on a tissue or peel a thin strip of lemon rind and take 2 deliberate inhales. Say to yourself, 2 breaths, 1 thing, and then start. It turns the moment into a tiny ritual that helps the brain switch gears.
I'm not sure citrus is always helpful. Sometimes it's just sharp and distracting for me.
Fair. Treat it as a nudge, not a cure. Try it as a start cue for a microtask, not as the whole focus strategy. And dilute oils for skin safety. Sniff only is best if you have sensitive skin.
Good call. Finally, rosemary, the old-school memory herb. People used it while studying and again during recall to link the 2 moments. Sam, is rosemary real memory help or overhyped?
It's a mix. Rosemary's scent seems to boost attention and provide a contextual cue. If you study with rosemary and then smell it during recall, that association can help bring things forward.
Fresh sprigs are forgiving. Tuck one in a zip bag or use a rosemary-scented bookmark. For kids or sensitive noses, keep things light. The hint of scent is often enough.
All right, now we test it. Quick and practical. This experiment is 3 short trials. Cedar, citrus, rosemary. If you have the items, use them. If not, imagine them vividly. Ready? We'll guide you through each one. Start with the cedar. Hold it. Close your eyes if you can. Inhale slowly for 4. Exhale for 6. Notice your shoulders, your jaw, one physical change. Say a single word to yourself. Steady, calm, or neutral. Keep it brief.
If you felt anything, give that a mental nod. If you felt nothing, that's a data point too. Different days, different anchors. Say the word out loud if you can. It strengthens the link.
Next, try the citrus. Sniff the peel or a spritz on a tissue. Take 2 deliberate inhales and then immediately name 3 quick tasks you need to do next. Did your thinking feel crisper, fuzzier, or the same? Note one word. Clear, busy, neutral.
If citrus sharpened you, great. If it felt irritating, step back and either dilute or swap to a different scent. And remember, context matters. Try it before different tiny tasks.
Finally, bring the rosemary close. Inhale. Think of one small piece of info you want to lock. A name, a bullet point, a short line. Then try to recall it after a breath. Did the scent help you retrieve it? Again, note one quick word for your reaction.
1 minute per scent is enough to see what's working consistently. The goal is a repeatable nudge, not immediate magic. If scents aren't possible for you, use a textured bead or a small visual icon. The ritual pattern is what counts.
Quick sourcing tips. Dilute essential oils in a carrier oil in a roller bottle. 2 to 3 drops per 5 milliliters is gentle. Cedar works well in sachets or wooden beads. Citrus as a fresh peel or light spritz on a tissue. And rosemary as fresh sprigs or a tiny sachet. Buy from sellers who share provenance if you can.
A brief friction check. Sam, people swear rosemary is a magic recall trick. You're cautious. Bottom line, is it associative conditioning plus attention or more than that?
I'm saying it's both reliable association and attention. The scent helps create context. Attention helps encode it. Put them together and it's often surprisingly effective, but it's not mystical.
And the placebo-ish part? Fine. If you believe a tiny ritual helps, that belief becomes part of the effect. We want low-effort repeatability. Try one scent consistently for a few days and see if a pattern forms.
Quick recap. Cedar for grounding, citrus for a pre-task spark, rosemary for memory linking. Try the 1-minute moves. Run the 3-part experiment we just guided you through. And pick the scent that reliably nudges your state. If nothing works, swap to a tactile or visual anchor and repeat the same tiny ritual.
One practical caution. Be mindful of children, pets, and sun sensitivity with citrus on skin. And always label bottles so you don't mix them up. Small habits, big potential payoff if you stick with them.
And honor histories. If a scent has ceremonial roots for a community, read up and source responsibly. Respect goes a long way.
If you liked this tiny experiment, subscribe for a daily peek into my mind. We drop short, practical experiments like this all the time. Try the 3-scent test today and tell us which one stuck. Don't be afraid to learn. Thanks for listening to Down the Rabbit Hole.
Subscribe and share your tiny experiments with us. I like that people can test this between meetings.
You've been listening to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol.